Ha. Yeah. Y'all know what time it is. So just sit back and relax because the show's about to start. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Down to Earth Talk. Here we are.
Howdy.
Week 2. Welcome to Down to Earth Talk. This is a real life talk show for real life people. We are here to encourage, build, and expose the good in the world. That good includes you.
Amen, brother.
We want to bring some joy in the midst of life's day-to-day challenge. Join with me today is Chris Cheek, Senior Program Director and Chaplain of ATAP.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up?
Also, Miss Sherry, CEO, that's Chief Equipping Officer of All Things Are Possible.
Hi. However, you want to say hello.
She's reading the script. She's reading the script.
There we go. We have a script this time. We're much more advanced than last time. Praise the Lord.
Smile.
All right.
Smile.
I like your cut, Chris.
I mean, smile.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
You're
You
welcome.
like it, Danny?
Oh, yeah, nice.
Represent.
Pretty good, sir. Represent.
I'm Danny Eley. I'm the director of ATAP Family Services. And Chris, what are we talking about today on today's episode?
Today we are talking about how to achieve your dreams, write the vision and achieving your dreams. And in even bringing definition to that, we wanted to talk about defining what a dream is, why do we dream, and then also address why we don't accomplish our dreams, some of the stopping points of what can stop you.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll be getting into.
Sounds pretty cool.
We did a workshop with this recently, so this is kind of some of the information that was put together from the workshop. Before that, got to talk about current events. Got to give a huge shout out to Sherry for being here this week.
What?
Not waiting for the hurricane to come through, not hunkering down.
No, let me make it real clear. I was in the corner rocking back and forth because I was scared. I was scared. They said it was going to be the worst storm, and we were scared. However, there is a wonderful, wonderful person in our lives. And he brought a generator, and I don't know if he wants me to put his name out there like that yet. So I won't for now until it's time. But he brought a generator and kept us going. The whole block was out of electricity. It went out Sunday, I want to say, at around 2. And then the winds picked up really bad at around, I don't know, Sunday night, Monday, late afternoon. And we didn't have much damage at our house. The electric went out, like I said, but it was scary because, California, we're used to, it was scary, but better because at least you have warning, like earthquakes. What do you get? You get out your bed and deal with it. Yeah, so it was kind of cool to at least know in advance and prepare. And
so, Sherry, where were you? For some of the viewers that may be watching, where were you? And like, because it hit Florida, but you were where?
In Macon, Georgia. So Macon, Georgia. Okay, there's. It's pretty much how I guess I'm not the most well-spoken person in the whole world. Okay? So I'm trying to think of the words. I'm trying to sound super intelligent, but it's hard for me. So, okay, there's Florida, and then there's Savannah. And Savannah's not too much laughing at. I've had like 5 cups of coffee, and I've had like people asking me to do 50 things all at one time today. I'm like, oh. Okay, so then there's, there's Savannah, and then we're about 3 hours from Savannah. So after it, I have a friend, hey, Lahoma, if you're watching, she's in Lahoma. She's my friend from back in the day. She lives in Florida. And she was keeping me updated on kind of where it was at. And then it really did, the worst of it hit Monday, late morning, afternoon. And, but we were inside, of course, and the electric went out. And then we put our beds in the living room and just kind of slept out there and kind of camped out. But it was kind of, the best thing about it was nothing really, but a part of it was like, we didn't have a lot of cell phone coverage, didn't have access to much, and that was actually refreshing. Oh, we played that game Headbands?
Yes.
We played that game, and then the kids played, and I'm trying to get as much work as I can get done, and I'm trying my best, but And then they played hide and seek a lot. They did some what do you call it? Some dress up, you know, like
Fashion show.
what do you call it? Diva. There you go, fashion show. They did their makeup. So it was kind of cool. And we barbecued.
It was funny the one day that I called you and and your daughter was like, "I need to use the bathroom," and you're like, "It's daylight." Like,
I know.
you can go into the bathroom.
Yeah, go to the bathroom. No, it's dark in there. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me go to the bathroom with you. Well, you gotta wait here with me now. Okay, I'll wait here with you now. Mommy loves you. Hurry up. Anyways, so yeah, it was. They're still doing a lot of cleanup. There's a lot. School was canceled for the whole week. So since I primarily do most of my work from home, I've had to get creative and do work at night because I can't think during the day. And we're out of popsicle. Solder pops are gone.
Because you didn't have power.
No. Oh no! Yes, we did. We had the generator.
You had the generator. Okay.
But we just had a popsicle. So, and then let's see, a lot of trees down. So the school district said that they couldn't. They didn't. The bus drivers, a lot of debris in the road and stuff. And some of the schools' electric was still down, or power was still out. So they just decided to close the rest of the week. We're all very grateful for electric. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not one person that I haven't seen today. I went to church, did a women's thing, and then they're all like, "Oh, thank you, Jesus, for electricity."
Yeah.
So,
You don't realize how important it is until it's gone. Like, you really don't think about it.
No, you don't.
I think about it. I shouldn't say this. I don't think about it. My wife thinks about it when I leave the bathroom light on because she's always yelling at me about the electric bill. But that's the only time she's ever thinking about it. We're ever thinking about it.
Yeah. So it's all good. We're starting to get back on track. Just trying to clean out and get, laundry cut up, stuff like that. Now that we can.
Yeah. What's going on with you, Chris?
Oh man, a little of this and a lot of that. Just focusing on some of the new sites that we have coming on in the next few months, and striving to push forward. What's up?
What is that behind you? Is that a Michael Scott quote behind you?
What are you talking about?
Right over there. What does that say?
From the
It
office.
says, says you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
There you go.
Wasn't that Wayne Gretzky that said that?
It's double quoted, just like on The Office. It says Wayne Gretzky, and then it says Michael Scott underneath.
That's
so
awesome.
Good.
That's awesome.
So
Well, guys,
good.
you want to get into our topic of dreaming, right?
Sure.
Let's do it.
And achieving dreams. So this is a like I said, this is a workshop that we gave a couple weeks ago. Chris and I were a part of. And first of all, we'll just define what the word dream is, right? The definition is contemplate the possibility of doing something, or that something might be the case, a strong desire of goal or purpose, right? So how do you define a dream? How do you guys define dream?
Defining a dream is being able to kind of have that vision for something that isn't a reality yet, but kind of going, okay, this is something that could be a reality, and it would improve other people's lives. Almost like seeing that and then going, you know what? I think there could be, an original idea of how to fulfill that need, and then going after it. Or there's also dreams that are, focused on your career. Like, I've got a dream that I could be able to get to this certain point, or, this is what I want to do in life, right? Like, the question for little kids all the time is, what do you want to do when you grow up? Which is, I want to be a fireman, or I want to be a doctor or a lawyer, astronaut, right? What was it for you, Danny? What was it you dreamed of being?
There were too many of them. I didn't have one. The whole time when I was a kid, it was always like, oh, that sounds cool. I want to do that. Like, I wanted to be a paleontologist after I watched Indiana Jones.
You would.
That's an explorer.
Like dinosaur bones and stuff. He's an archaeologist, but I wanted to find dinosaur bones, and I wanted to be a chef once when I was like, I've made a really good grilled cheese sandwich with a little jelly on it. I was like, dude, I could sell these. I could be a chef. And then I was into art for a little bit, and I wanted to be an artist, and then I realized artists don't make any money, so I don't want to be an artist. There was never anything specific that I wanted to be. I was like, president? Nah, I don't want to be the president. Everybody talks bad about the president.
Yeah.
What about you, Sherry?
Well, I don't want to get too serious, but so I remember sitting in those offices with those recertification appointments,
Mm-hmm.
and I hated those. And I remember thinking, I want to help people when I get older.
Yeah.
And so I am doing what I dream of doing. And then I remember one time going to my mom and stepdad took us all to SeaWorld, and I swore I was going to be a whale trainer. I really did. I was going to be a whale trainer. I didn't know how I was going to do it because I didn't want to touch the whale, but I just knew that someday I was going to get the nerve. I was going to say the gall, the nerve, whatever, to jump in that water and just pray to God the thing didn't eat me. So, but kind of what I think a dream is, it's like, well, you can have dreams when you're young, dreams when you're a little older, and you can never run out of dreams. You can always, just because, you know, we're like, I'm 105 years old doesn't mean I can't have a new dream for something. So like, that's what I wanted to do. Like towards middle school years, I wanted to help. That's when I realized, man, I don't like being treated. Not all workers treat you bad, but just the particular one that we had, thank God we had a bad one, because she really, a mean one. That's,
yeah.
She pushed me to do what I get to do now. But then, you know, then I started getting older and I dreamed of being a mom. I really wanted to be a mom and to be a wife and to raise a family and to, I don't know if this sounds sappy, corny or what, but, you know, just take care of my husband and my family. And that's kind of where I'm at now. I just want to be better and better my dream in my heart is to keep helping people, but to build my family. And sometimes we lose our dreams. I think we get caught up in what's important to us and get busy and just try to pay the bills, and we forget what truly makes us happy. So, anyways, hoo-hoo, I'm not crying. I still want to, like, you know, that's what I want to do with my life. I don't have anything way out there I want to accomplish. I just want to keep helping people, keep taking people out to eat, keep hugging somebody that needs to be hugged, keep making sure my kids and my family, my maybe husband in the future, has what, you know, they need to fulfill what's in their hearts. So,
yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
That's good.
That's good. This is kind of one of those conversations that, dude, people write books about. You know what I mean? Like, oh my goodness, you could just Google it and there's thousands of books and resources on dreams. So, like, in developing what we wanted to talk about, we had to kind of narrow it down, and because we didn't have tons of time, we talked about 3 different types of dreams, and one would be achievable dreams, another would be impossible dreams, and another would be the insane dreams. And if you guys don't know it, one of the things I love about Mr. Danny is homeboys, he's just got some vision. He's got some dreams and stuff. And he kind of has this one that's a little bit insane, right, Danny?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely insane. It said I'm going to win Powerball someday.
That's not insane. That's realistic. In the name of Jesus. There you go.
See, so how we define insane was that you have absolutely no path to accomplishment, right? Like there's
you can't win if you don't play.
Well, that's true. But a lot of time, like, insane dreams are wishful thinking. They don't make logical or physical sense, right?
Oh, yeah, okay.
And so, but I do have dreams. I mean, I have dreams of what would happen when I win the Powerball. And depending on when it is, like, I'm not even saying like the big $1 billion Powerball. I'm saying like even the small 200 million one. Like, I'm all right with that. I can handle 200 million.
I know.
But Chris gets mad at me well, I don't know if Chris gets mad at me. But Chris, I'm always telling Chris, hey, by the way, this Powerball, I break it down. I take out the taxes. I break it down to 29 years, and I tell him what it would be each month. Like, this would be this much money each month coming in, just so you know.
You send me those texts, too, and I'm dreaming right with you. I was like, look, And check this out. Can you buy my house for me? I'll pay you back. You know.
You can't. You can't.
I'm trying to you.
Like you said, you can't win if you don't play. So even last night at like 10 or no, at 6:45, I think the cutoff time is like 6:50. I was in buying a lottery ticket because I was like, oh, we forgot ours. It's $2 a week, or it's $4 a week. So don't judge me. Don't judge me. Judgment. I'm feeling judgment.
I don't know. I don't remember. Like, I honestly don't remember California Lotto, but they have like the here it's the Powerball and the Mega Millions.
That's what yeah.
Oh, okay, so isn't like one of them $2?
Yeah, the Powerball.
Like, okay, that's a Powerball. Okay, I felt so dumb when I went in and tried to buy my ticket. I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm buying, but can I get 2 of them? You know.
I don't know what I'm doing, and if Danny's gonna buy a ticket, I won't buy one. He just simply is much luckier than me. And so I'm just kind of like, well, he bought one, so I might as well not, because statistically showing Danny's going to win over me. I don't know why it is.
I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty lucky guy. I'm pretty lucky. Hey, we have some comments. We got Jonathan Strand hanging out with us, which is awesome. And there's a lot more viewers than just John, but right now, because viewers are watching from all over. Like this is on Facebook, this is on YouTube, it's all over different mediums. I think it's on our website as well. And so if you want to join the conversation, you can head over to YouTube and just search Down to Earth Talk on YouTube, and then you'll see this broadcast, and you'll be able to comment along with us. And Channy's here. See Channy's there.
Hey, Channy.
So Channy says her lucky name numbers are 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. Those are the lost numbers. John Strand points out those are the lost numbers.
Yes.
I was like looking at it. I'm like, those numbers look familiar. 4 is my
my
number.
Goodness.
15 is one of my number. Sherry, I just had Nimi start watching Lost the other night.
She did.
Yeah, she loved it.
Yes. Are you vegging out now on?
Well, I'm not. I think she is. But what I was saying, sorry, before I was so interrupted by Channy, is people are watching from all over, and even when Nimi watches, Nimi doesn't even watch in a place where she can comment, because she turns her TV on her app on her TV on her Fire Stick and finds YouTube from there, so she can't even. So we have a lot of viewers actually on right now watching across the mediums, and we got a couple people. We got Channy and we got John. Come over to YouTube and join in the chat, because that's what makes this version of Down to Earth Talk so much fun, right? Yes. Chris, continue.
Well, you told us how to view that, but if I knew how to get to it, I surely would. But I don't want to. Knowing me, I'd exit out altogether, and then I don't know what the heck I'm doing to get back. So I'm just gonna stay right here.
Sherry, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to follow you. You're the geniuses of this. So I don't know. Right.
Chris, we had to define dreams. What's an impossible dream?
So an impossible dream. Let me see what the notes say. Right, like these are the dreams that
following the script.
No. This is
that may be accomplished. However, most don't have the dedication. No, just go ahead. Sorry, I'm just messing with you. All right, go ahead.
Oh. Okay. These dreams are once in a lifetime, once in a million shots. Impossible dreams require more than the average person is willing to give. The person who pursues an impossible dream are often possessed by the dream or consumed by the dream. So, I was watching with my wife just the other night, and I'm a little behind, but that's okay. We were watching America's Got Talent. And those are some of the impossible dreams, man, where it's like something that has consumed somebody for so long that they're so passionate about it that they're going to go after it no matter what. And I believe the girl's name is Amanda Harvey. I watched her audition, and it was just the song was called Try that she did, but one of the things is that she recently had went deaf. And when she went deaf, she lost all sense. And like her life, her whole life was about music. And it's one of the simple things. But so if you got it, go check it out. I'm sure it's on YouTube. You can find it.
We'll post it to our Facebook page.
We can post it later. But we're sitting there. My wife and I are sitting there on the couch, and I know that it's hitting a spot. It's hitting a chord in me, and I know it's hitting a chord in my wife because I look over and my wife's starting to cry, and I'm like, dude, that's so good because the lady, she's got her shoes off, and one of the judges asks, hey, so why do you have your shoes off? Is that so you can feel the vibration through your feet? And she's like, actually, yeah. You know, and she's having to use a translator to even talk to them. But then she goes and does this remarkable performance, and it's just, I mean, it's just brilliant. And so that's one of those impossible dreams. I'm not sure because I'm not caught up in the season if she won or not, but I mean, it was just amazing. That's that impossible dream that you get a shot and you go after it because your passion is what consumes you to just go after this thing that is the cause within you, you know, the thing that's inside you that drives you and motivates you. So those are kind of some of the impossible dreams.
What about achievable?
Those are the dreams that you just know that's like, it's kind of the sweet spot. It's where you thrive the most. You know what I mean? Like it may take some trying where you're like, okay, I'm really good at that. Like, but it's not specifically what you want to do, right? They always say, find something you love to do and figure out how to get someone to pay you to do it. You know what I mean? Like think of some of the motocross guys who get to go and do these death-defying acts on their dirt bikes. You know, they love their passion in sport is to ride dirt bikes. And then they go get sponsors who pay them to ride dirt bikes.
Yeah.
Or let's look at any of the major games like the NFL or Major League Baseball. You know what I mean? Like that. Those are achievable dreams, and so these achievable dreams might be really challenging to get. You know, but a lot of times with the achievable dreams, there's models that you can follow. There's steps that you can put in place, or there's kind of a game plan that you can go, okay, this is my dream. This is where I want to be in a couple of years. So, for instance, Danny, a few years ago with ATAP, you wanted ATAP to be at 50 centers?
50 centers by 2020.
Okay, so when did that start?
When did that start? What do you mean?
Yeah, when did you go, okay, I have a dream to, I have a dream. No. When did you go, I could see us, and this is the dream that I have, is to get us to 50 centers?
I don't know. It just kind of, one day, it was like, okay, I think that this is achievable. I think that this can happen. I see the potential of what we can be, and I think that we can make a bigger impact by doing this.
And some impossible dream, well, achievable dream, not impossible. When I'm sitting talking to people, and I just get kind of practical, kind of, sort of. And these are practical. These are all very practical. But when I'm sitting with someone who is really wanting to go that next level in their, say, in their job or their career, but they have a hard time getting up, before noon, So I'm like, okay, check this out. Break it down to you. Here's a dream that I think would do well for you. You decide if it's for you or not. But if you want a better job, you got to get up earlier.
Yeah.
So maybe your goal, or kind of goal, and I think in this context it might be goal and dream sort of kind of interchangeable. But everybody's goals are different. Everybody's dreams are different. And I'm always looking, like when I used to do this. It's called Business God's Way out in California. I haven't done it in a while, but I'd always hear people would say, "Man, I got this. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this." But that's all they're doing is talking about it.
Right.
And so I'm like, well, what are you doing actively? Well, I don't know what to do. Okay, well, here's some steps. If you really want to do this, it's going to require that you write something down, write a plan down, right? It doesn't have to be that you have the next 5 years plan, but it could be like today, I'm going to make a decision to make a plan. That's step one. You achieve, there you go. So what are your goals? And then I always go back to, if they're like, man, I want a better job, but I don't know. Okay, what we started out with, what did you always want to be when you were younger?
Mm-hmm.
Go back and see if you can develop a map to see what are you good at? What was the best thing? Like, man, like I know some people, like my sister Jamie, Jamie, she can throw a party and make all of her own decorations. My other sister Jenny can do that, and Daryl's like the MC, picky, picky, you know. And then Jenny is amazing. She does her own like. I don't have it in my pinky thumb, but I can sure write out a plan to make it happen.
Right.
So, you know, it's like going back to what are you really good at, and really try to, like, you know, or maybe it's you just got to get up a little earlier and have nugget-sized dreams that you can accomplish so you can get to the overall, you know, cheesecake or whatever you want to call it, pizza.
There you go. I mean, that's it, and that's exactly what we worked on in our workshop. Is you have to write out the vision. You have to write the plan, and sometimes you have to look at yourself in the future, see when you've accomplished your dreams, what it looks like, and then work your way back so you can have a roadmap to get there.
Yeah.
You know, figure out where that level of success has taken you, and then what decisions did you have to make to get there, and then that gives you the steps that you can begin to take to accomplish that.
Yeah. And another thing too, I always tell people the best component of freedom is when you have the flexibility to be able to manage, if not all your time, some of your time.
Yeah.
So, you know, I always encourage people, man, if you can coordinate your time to work for you instead of you working for your time, and they're like, how do you make that happen? It's all about prioritizing. What can you get done in bulk that will free up some more of your time? We had that conversation the other day, Dan.
Yep. Yeah, we have that conversation every couple of months, I think.
We do, because you know, it's important time. Like, if you had time, like that's really one of the, when we started ATAP, I wanted time to be a mom.
Yeah.
Clock it in, you know, 7 to whatever time and 9 to 5, whatever you call it. It disabled me to be a mom. I couldn't pick my kids up from school. I couldn't take them to school. I had to ask humbly, can I have this time off? I really want to go to my kid's performance. You know, sometimes I could, sometimes I couldn't. And then, no, but if we can be managers of our time, oh my goodness, I can't harp on that enough.
Yeah.
It'll really free us up and bring some of that added life. I don't know. Yeah. I'm harping. Sorry, I had to fix the coffee. Sorry, I'm gonna shut up.
That's all good. It's all part of it. And we're getting ready to close the show.
No.
Yeah, it's already time.
Yeah, it's already it.
Chris is going to exit us out, but really quick, what I want to say is, if you're a part of the live audience, we want to wait a little bit later. We're going to end the show. So the post-production, you'll see the show end, and then it'll keep going a little bit because in after we end, we want to take time with the live audience because we have, like I said, we have a lot of people in here. Deanna's in here. What's up, Deanna? And so we just want to go over, we're going to go over because some of the pitfalls and how to avoid some of the pitfalls with the live audience. But yeah, Chris, go ahead and close us out.
I'm doing our best. Just want to thank you. Just want to thank you for participating. And honestly, like Channy, you're 2 for 2. You go, girl. I'm wondering if maybe she should get some brownie points at some point. Anyways, we get the longest record. We just thank you, and we didn't get to everything we wanted to talk about today, but there's always next time, right? And
my fault. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. All good. It's all good. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to say here, Danny. Like, you're gonna have to help me out.
That's why I put together a script, Chris. That's why I put together a script.
There you go. Okay, here, Chris. Let me read yours.
No.
We want everyone from young to old to join us next week. The live read. I can read. Praise the Lord. All right.
Next week we have M. Matheson, who's an author. He wrote the book No More Mr. Nice Guy. He also wrote the book Flatline. But he's a fiction writer, and he wants to talk about like the road to redemption. And so we're going to be excited to have him with us. It's going to be he's a great guy. And so make sure to join us next week. Down to Earth Talk.
Every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and Eastern whatever at 2 o'clock.
2.
We'll
see you next week.
Bye.